2025. It is Saturday and it is 1:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, good afternoon, listeners. You are tuned into War Notes, okay? And I am Paviel G, your host, coming to you live with the latest headlines you need to know from the last 24 hours. Now, whether you are listening on the radio or watching on video, sit tight. I don't always show my face, but today I am coming to you live as always. Yesterday I did show my face, but today I'm coming to you live just here off our normal radio broadcast. And I'm here to break down what's happening right now across the United States and around the globe. We will return in less than 30 seconds to start our broadcast for this afternoon. I thank you all for being here. Blessings to everyone, and please subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. It is free to do so. Thank you all for being here. Major news continues to ripple across the globe as world events intensify on multiple fronts. In the Western Hemisphere, the fallout from the U.S. seizure of the Venezuelan oil tanker called Skipper continues to dominate headlines. American authorities executed the seizure off the coast of Venezuela, where the vessel had been moving sanctioned oil, a move Caracas condemned loudly as, quote, international piracy, end quote. Venezuelan officials and allies have decried the action, and opposition figures abroad have warned that such moves risk escalating military tensions in the Caribbean. Now, on the domestic front in the United States, Capitol Hill saw significant political shifts this week. House Republicans unveiled a fresh health care proposal that leaves out extensions of enhanced Affordable Care Act tax credits, a move that could drive up premiums for more than 20 million Americans if no compromise is reached before the end of the year. Meantime, President Trump has tightened immigration enforcement, ending temporary protective status for some nationalities and intensifying border security measures that have drawn fierce criticism from civil rights advocates. U.S. communities are also grappling with outbreaks of vaccine border clashes. Now, though fragile, the truce has been welcomed by both sides and illustrates a rare diplomatic win amid rising global instability. And in the Middle East, the humanitarian crisis persists. Extreme winter weather in the Gaza Strip killed at least a dozen civilians, including children, as floods and colds intensify suffering for displaced families and ongoing conflict. Shifting over to Africa, the United Kingdom imposed sanctions on senior RSF commanders over atrocities in Sudan, a move aimed at holding paramilitary leaders accountable for mass killings and raising pressure on the warring factions in that fractured nation. Protests do continue in Eastern Europe as well. Bulgaria's government resigned after weeks of mass anti-corruption demonstrations, leaving a political vacuum just weeks before its scheduled Eurozone entry. Globally, partnerships are forming in response to technology and supply chain risks. The United States and partners such as Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and Israel launched the what they call the PAX Silica Initiative, designed to secure critical mineral supply chains essential for artificial intelligence and cutting-edge tech, a strategic move against concentrated resource dependencies. Closer to home for many watchers, NOAA reports that a solar storm could make the northern lights visible across at least 11 United States this weekend, a rare natural spectacle scientists tie to recent solar activity that could be visible from Washington to Maine. Now, we will take a quick 30-second break. And if you are tuned in live, please remember to hit subscribe. This show will be right back in less than 1 minute with more updates on these headlines and what they mean for you and your community. And I shall say that if you are looking for a good brand of coffee to drink right now, that coffee is very expensive, but you still want to have a good cup on hand during these hard times, I do suggest Folgers. Or if you are local to an Aldi's, I do suggest Beaumont Coffee Instant Classic Roast. And that is not advertisement, but it sort of is because I love those two coffees and they're quite affordable now, considering the fact that the prices are so outrageous. I thank you all for being here. Still, we will return right now into our headlines. We will continue here. Again, thank you all for listening. In space and aviation news, ISRO, spelled ISRO, reports major progress on the Chandrayaan 4 mission, the Indian Lunar Sample Return Initiative aimed at retrieving rock samples from the moon's south pole, a scientific milestone with global significance. And in U.S. culture, watch and prayer alike, Americans from multiple states are planning late night outings to witness the aurora borealis, while sport fans around the world are focused on intense competition at events like the PDC World Darts Championship in London and the SEA Games, spelled SEA, Games in Southeast Asia, remind us that even amid chaos, human achievement and celebration do persist. Now, that brings you up to speed, all of you all up to speed as best as possible on the latest headlines from the United States and across the globe, covering diplomacy, of course, and health, conflict, science, and even natural wonders in our skies. Reach out to folks, stay informed, and remember, we bring you truth in motion as the world keeps turning. If you would like to contact me, you know the email address, bwtbgroup@gmail.com. Send me a message, and you know that you'll receive a free crocheted gift if you send me an email and send me your favorite color. Again, that's bwtbgroup@gmail.com. A free gift is a free gift. There's no purchase needed. Just send me an email, bwtbgroup@gmail.com. I am Pavio G, your host, and this has been War Notes. We'll see you tomorrow with more updated news. Thank you all for listening.